Cisco has a number of mobility options. What we're going to talk about here is an option called, it's been called several different things over the years in different versions of Cisco. Some folks call it Reach Me Anywhere. Some other folks call it Single Number Reach. It's been known as Single Number Reach, Mobile Connect, not to be confused with mobile voice access, which we'll talk about in a different clip. This one deals with configuring single number reach. So the application is from time to time when an incoming call hits my primary extension, typically my desk phone, I wanted to simultaneously ring my cell phone. And I want the option to take the call on either device and seamlessly move it between devices. So there are two parts to the configuration. The first part is you're going to configure the call manager, and then the user should be enabled to configure the actual number that they want single number reach to ring, and they can do this themselves through the self-service portal, provided administration has given them the ability to do that. So the steps are basically going back and forth between a device and the user, and a few templates that you're going to need to create. So the steps, and I'll show them to you, but the steps are check that the device exists. So the user has to have a primary phone, and the user needs to be assigned to that phone. The phone can't just be anonymous. Next, you're going to create a device profile for a remote destination profile. Then you're going to add a destination number to that destination profile. This is kind of misleading here. It's not a device profile, it's a destination profile. And then you're going to set mobility information in the user record. So go into the user record, you'll find a section called mobility information, and you want to go ahead and set that to enable and select the primary device. Then we need to create a soft key template for the primary device. So when you're looking at a Cisco phone, for example, you'll notice here that there's no key called mobility. So what we're going to do is create a soft key that has the mobility option, and then we're going to apply it to the phone. That'll complete the configuration required by the administrator in the call manager. The user can then log into the self-provisioning portal, and they will now see a section called alternative number, where they'll go ahead and add the cell phone or whatever other phone it is that they want to ring. And don't forget to make sure you define it as a 9+1 area code number. And then you can turn this on and off by depressing the soft key. So these are the steps. This is the the written cheat sheet. I'll now show it to you in video format. Okay, in the first couple of steps, we're going to check that the device is assigned to a user, and then we'll create a remote destination profile. So I'll log into the call manager. And let's go to devices here. And this is my device for the Cisco call manager here. Excuse me, the Cisco IPCC. And all we want to do here is make sure that the device is in fact assigned to the user. So you go down here to owner user ID, just make sure you've got it assigned to the user. Next thing, you're going to go to uh, device settings, and down here to remote destination profile. Not device profile, but destination profile. And we'll see if we have any. We don't have one. So let's go ahead and create one. Add a new one. Give it a name, something. So I'm going to use my extension number. You'll pick the user ID again to assign the profile to the user. Give it a device profile, and you'll notice these asterisks in CISCO Call Manager generally mean they are required fields. So go ahead and do that. At this point, we'll go ahead and save that. Now that we've got the profile created, we're going to add a destination number to it. That's going to be my phone's extension number and the same profile, so it'll go retrieve all of that stuff. So let's go ahead and save it. Let's check our notes here. So we've added the destination. Let's go to the user and set him up for mobility. So I'll go back here to my end user, find good old DRVOIP. And if you scroll down here to mobility information, you're going to enable it. And once you enable it, it's going to allow you to select the destination profile that you just created. And let's go ahead and save that guy. So the next thing we probably have to do at this point is to create a soft key template, because we need, if you look at the telephone instrument, there's no mobility key here. Okay, so we're going to go back to device settings, and over here to the soft key template. And the best thing to do is go and find the standard user and go ahead and just copy that guy and call him dash mobility, for example. All right. So once you have done that, oops. Now have a standard user mobility, and go up here under the soft key layout, and what you're going to do here is just make sure you're in the state that you're configuring. You want this to appear when you're on hook, not when you're ringing or in an active call. And you go over here on this side, select mobility, and drag it over here. So basically what we've done here is to create a soft key template. And if we go back to our device now and select our device, down here where it says soft key template, we're going to change it from standard user to the template that we just created, mobility, and go ahead and save that. Apply it to the phone. Okay, you should actually see the phone reconfigure itself here shortly, where it goes. And now you can see that we do in fact have a mobility key. And this is how the user will activate that feature when they want to use it. If you call it now, if you click on it now, it's going to say Mobile Connect is off because there's no destination found. So at this point, we're going to move over to the user configuration, because after we've applied the soft key template to the phone, the configuration in the call manager is complete, and we're just going to set up the user now. one single number reach has been configured in the call manager by the administrator. The rest is up to the user. So they can go to the self-care profile. Previous versions of Call Manager had a similar interface. This is the latest, this is version 10. Just go ahead and log in here. Put my username and my password. And what you should notice is a new section here. So I've got my phones here. You can see I've got a Jabber for desktop, and I've got a Cisco IP communicator. And down here, you'll notice a section called Additional Phones. At this point, we can go ahead and click on that. And it's going to ask for a phone number. And we'll just give it a name like cell phone. And it's going to ask, do I want to enable single number reach? And do I want to be able to move the call, transfer an active call from my desk to my cell phone or from my cell phone to my desk? So I'm going to check both of those. And I'll just give you a little graphic here to show you what's going on. It's saying an incoming call is going to ring both my desk phone, and it's also going to ring a number that I just selected. So this guy is now set up for single number reach. The user can also create a schedule. So if they want to say that this should happen all the time, they'll check this. But if they say, no, I just want to do this on Mondays and Fridays between this hour and that hour, they can pretty much do that too. So they have quite a bit of control over that. And once this is saved, a single number reach has now been configured. And in fact, if you go back to the phone here, and at this time, if you select mobility, it's going to now give you the ability to go ahead and select mobility, and a phone call to this number will now also ring my cell phone. So that's what it takes to configure single number reach. Hope you have found this informative, and thanks for viewing.